I me say them nah smore at all. Hey, when me in need up on jam call. But as a leader that them know from small. And in the show me a star. Yeah, bang.
For more civilized age.
I myself them men know, well I know them know, you know, the young Dan, Maestro Dan, you know. I represent for the roughest thing on YouTube right now. You hear me, I say the man Edjahz, yo, subscribe, you know. Edjahz in the tone, when you see him now for frowns.
John never give, no, John never give.
Up move, no don't move. You don't know if Edjahz there upon a brand new show, a fresh new show. Big up all of my subscribers and all of my viewers them. And all who not subscribe it, the door is always open. So no know if you go do. On this show we have bad news people, and to all the news are bad and heartbreaking, me not even go give on it, me make on hear from the liar herself. It now go forward out of Edjahz mouth. And next thing, more address some little thinking people. We happy for see others downfall. Members say phone they are forward. On the heart dirty and corrupt. But say right after the judgment pass, you have some man a run for my channel. And based off of the comments them with them a make, it's like them happy. And it's not like say them is a family member of the victim or them have nothing to do with the case. Them just naturally not like the artist. Most of them follow the artist beef them and take them personal. There's a time and a place for everything. When a wartime, a wartime. A freedom we are defend and a the right way we operate. There are glitches all over the case. Vybz Kartel didn't get a fair trial and the world see that. People me done did telling us I'm not gonna talk long. Heard from Vybz Kartel attorney Valerie Nita Robertson. Check out what go on.
Okay. Well, it basically the court has said that they are not allowing the appeal. It's a legal term, but basically it means he stays convicted of the offense of murder until any other court says otherwise. So that is why we would go to the Privy Council. As you know, the Privy Council is the highest court that we can appeal to. And it's more or less the same process that we do here. Much more paperwork. And we will have to retain counsel in England, in the UK, Queen's Counsel. We have persons on standby. We have prepared for all of this.
Okay, so if they have denied the appeal, what do you need the extra 7 days for then?
Okay, they have given us 7 days to submit some papers. They give us a reasonable time because they know that there's a COVID shutdown right now and state of emergency. So they have given us sufficient time to get the matters before them. It's basically not anything great. And then we will hear from them again as to the sentence for each person separately.
So it is possible that the Court of Appeal will reduce the sentence?
Oh, that's a possibility. I think that is a real possibility.
But where it relates to getting them off completely, you'll have to go to the Privy Council.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
But it means to me, ladies and gentlemen, that the trial, it looks small to you, but to us as legal persons, the fact that they are looking at reducing it is something that inures to our benefit. So we will pursue that with the usual vigor.
Right. But any ideas though? Vybz seem to have been in positive about the possible outcome. Any particular reason why you would have?
Yeah, would have been positive.
Outside. I mean, he seemed almost certain.
Yes. Well, listen. It's like everything in life. You face a situation which can have dire effect, and you remain positive because positivity is what carries you through. Look, as I tweeted yesterday, you remain positive because the other options are just not what you...
Not options.
Yeah, they are not options. But frankly, I believe he was emboldened by the level of the representation and the grounds of appeal, because we gave him copies, and we still are of the view that they are good grounds. But we don't make those decisions. That's why we are lawyers. We argue until we get what we are satisfied with, and or when we can't argue anymore.
With COVID running rampant, do you have any ideas to say when that process with the Privy Council would even be able to begin?
That's a very, very, very important question. But we have to go to the Court of Appeal here for leave. We just don't go up there, we have to go for leave here. So there's an intermediate stage before we get there. But sometimes it will take a year, thereabout. It's not a quick process.
That's on the regular, sir.
Going before the Privy Council. We have had experiences there. We have been fully listened to, and one of the most important things is that there has been no bias. The Privy Council, they don't know who Vybz Kartel is, they don't know who Valmanita Roberts is, and frankly, they don't care either. So, to me, our arguments are devoid of any bias.
So you believe you'll get a fair trial at the Privy Council?
I believe we will be listened to. I believe the grounds are substantial. And I believe, most of all, that no justice system can survive if we don't have fair trial. And that is where this team puts their emphasis. I was alarmed at how this trial proceeded, and I believe all accused persons must get a fair trial. If a jury, having heard all the evidence and it being properly put before the jury, and they take the decision, then that's where it rests. But I am not satisfied, and that's my professional view and my personal view.
I think that exhausted my question, but just give me one more.
Yeah.
I see you keep making reference to an unfair trial.
Mm-hmm.
Just explain for our listeners and our viewers one or two of the areas that you thought were particularly bad in terms of the unfair trial.
Okay, luckily I refreshed my mind last night, my memory last night. There was a lot of text messages taken from phones, and one of the things that the prosecution's evidence revealed, this is not defense witnesses, is that the phone from which these text messages were taken was placed in a locker by the police officer who received it, and that the key for that locker was placed on top of the locker, and that persons would have access to the phone. In addition to that, I believe that there were several days, there was material on the phone on the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, maybe the 13th and the 14th, which indicated that the phone had been used. That is, somebody was handling the phone. Now, in those circumstances, you can delete, you can change context of messages, texts, you can add. So in our view, the phone was compromised because you can manipulate that, and we didn't feel that that should have been left to the jury, and the jury should have been made to rely on it. Yes. That is just one of the areas that I believe was important. Also, there was cell site records that indicated the cell site information showed he was over in Portland. In addition to that, at the time that it is said that this thing occurred, the hospital records show that Mr. Palmer was not in Hidley. So Those are just the few I can remember, but there's a lot of material, including pre-trial publication, negative publications. I think the media might remember that there was some burning down of some digital files or material, and it was being said that, by the authorities, you should have known better, that it was linked to the case, while the case was going on. Those are things that create prejudice and bias, and we believe that those would have impacted on the case. You're so welcome. Yes? I want to see if they put it up on the...
Can you ask them to call the registrar for me and find out if I can get a hard copy of the judgment?
I'm reserving the right to talk to you after you've gotten a chance to peruse
the judgment, yes, that's sent for it.
I was giving you an opportunity to go into the allegation of bribery and how it impacted the poison treatment and it impacted the outcome. For Mr. Samuels was saying that also, and I saw it in the one that
yes,
that after he became aware of allegations, what should have been as against what was not happening.
Yeah. Well, it's all set out in here.
Yeah.
This is a bundle. I can run through some of the things with you. So there was the cell phone data that was compromised, and the law in relation to that. And then there was
No.
let me see if I can find you round two. Round two is, yes, another aspect of the cell phone data. Round three. The videographic evidence, which we say was highly prejudicial, because you could see no faces, you couldn't identify who were the persons on this video. There was a tattoo on the hand of one of the men in the video, and the tattoo was said to be one of the co-accused, but you couldn't see the face. So they are asking the jury to say that it is consistent, so it is him. Right? Vybz Kartel's face was not seen. We felt that should have been excluded. There was the inferences that they were asking that had been left to be drawn from the evidence, and that's a little bit more complicated. We also argued the area of law in which the jury was not given sufficient time. In our view, they were put under pressure because they were sent out, I think it's 3:55,
Right.
3:42, and there are authorities from our boards that say don't send out a jury after 3, because what you're doing is you're putting them under pressure, because the day is almost ended, people may want to go home. So you're putting them under pressure not to really go through the material thoroughly, but to come to a quick conclusion because they're frustrated, and that is the human aspect of it. There were what we said was the misquoting of evidence by the judge who was summing up, and that is extensive. But okay.
Anyways, that was it for the show. Big up all of my subscribers and all of the viewers that must stay until the end of the show. We really appreciate it. Bless up on yourself and go and live good.
No time for you sit down and love you. Life too short.